Alright, so today I'm in a Windows XP environment, and you're probably wondering, why are you using Windows XP, an outdated, obsolete, not even supported operating system? Well, I'm not going to be doing any sort of malware testing here. What I'm going to be doing is showing you how to continue getting updates from Microsoft. And you're probably wondering, how are you going to do that, because they've just stopped updates? Well, they've stopped the updates for Windows XP, Home Edition, Professional, basically any consumer version of Windows XP, Media Center included in that. What they haven't stopped supporting is Windows XP Embedded, the PosReady version of Windows XP, or Point of Service, I believe it stands for. Those are going to continue being supported until 2009, not 2000. Oh, jeez, 2019, not 2009. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to get updates for Windows XP using, or fooling Windows XP into thinking that it's actually a embedded version. It's actually very simple, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to Notepad here. Let's just go over here. Okay, so you'll want to open up a Notepad file, and then I'll have this text in the description, so you can go ahead and just copy and paste it into a Notepad file, like so. Then you go to Save As. You can click on Desktop, and then you can call it anything you want. It doesn't really matter. So we can just call it 2019 Update. And then make sure you put .reg. Don't forget that. That's very important, because you need to make this a registry file here. And once you're done with that, go ahead and click Save. You'll notice it popped up right here on your desktop. You can go ahead and close that out. Then double click on the 2009 or 19 update file that you just created here. It's going to ask you if you want to add the information to the registry. Just go ahead and click Yes. It'll say information was successfully added. Click OK, and that's all. That's all there is to it. Now, what you'll have to do is, if you want to use the automatic update feature, to my knowledge, you have to restart your computer. Otherwise, the way I just did it is you go to Internet Explorer. Now, you have to kind of do this through Internet Explorer. Otherwise, you could probably use, I think you can do it through Chrome or another browser if you just go to the link. But I would just suggest using Internet Explorer for this. And go to Windows Update under the Safety category. Now, I always click Custom. You can click Express. It doesn't really matter. And would you look at that? We have 2 additional security updates that were not there before for the PosReady Windows Embedded system. So you can go ahead and we'll click Install Updates, and I'll show you that this actually does work. Because I was first a little kind of baffled and didn't know if it was going to work. So just make sure that you guys see that this is actually going to work. Well, it worked earlier. There we go. Now, as I stated earlier, this is only going to be good for another 5 years, because Windows XP Embedded is going to be terminated for support 2019. So those of you who are diehard XP fans, eventually you are going to have to cave and give in to the PC market and upgrade to the latest operating system or a newer version of Windows. At that point, if you're still using Windows XP and 2019, you're probably going to want to avoid Windows 7, because to my knowledge that is going to be out of not supported as of 2020. I think, don't quote me on that. Actually, while this is doing that, I can look that up. I don't really know. Alright, so this is all done. We're going to click Restart now. Okay, let's see. While it's restarting, I'm going to look up. I've looked it up before, but I really don't know for sure. Yep, end of life is January 14th, 2020. So yeah, at that point, if you're still using Windows XP, you're probably going to want to go to a different operating system. Alright, so system is now rebooted. We have no error messages. Everything is booting normally. It's yelling at me that I do not have antivirus on my computer. We are going to go to Internet Explorer, back to Windows Update. We're going to check for updates again. Now you don't have to do this part. Once you basically get your updates and restart your computer, you're all done. I'm just showing you that the updates were installed according to Windows Update. So we have no high priority updates. We go to review your update history. You will notice we have 2 updates for Windows XP embedded, which is just a variant of Windows XP. It basically is Windows XP in a nutshell, but it's just a slight variant that was designed for lighter, to be lightweight and used for, like I said, cash registers or ATMs. That was the whole design of Windows XP embedded. But the whole guts of the operating system are pretty much the same. That's basically it. Now you will continue to receive updates as they are released for ATMs and cash registers, so you'll get most of the security updates. That is basically it, and I will talk to you guys later.